The sun is the giver of life, providing the energy that is indispensable for life on Earth. There are three main forms of solar energy that reach our bodies, and they are distinguished according to their action and their wavelength. Infrared, rays that convey heat. Visible, luminous radiation. Ultraviolet, rays that are responsible for the biochemical phenomena which are fundamental to human life. Ultraviolet rays can be divided according to their wavelength. The wavelength is inversely proportional to their energy. The shorter the wavelength, the more the energy conveyed. UVC rays with wavelengths ranging from 100 to 280 nanometers are the strongest, and therefore dangerous to all forms of organic life. They are absorbed by the ozone layer and do not come into contact with man. UVB rays have a wavelength of between 280 and 320 nanometers and reach the skin. Skin is a protective layer that covers our entire bodies. It's an efficient defense system that blocks out the strong and damaging rays while letting the more beneficial rays penetrate. UVB rays carry a lot of energy. They stop at the first layer of skin, the epidermis, and produce indirect pigmentation. In fact, they come into contact with melanocyte, which is in the basal layer of the epidermis, and stimulate the production of the melanin accumulations about 48 to 72 hours after exposure. UVA rays have larger wavelengths, ranging from 320 to 400 nanometers, but carry less energy, so they reach the second layer of skin, the derma. Their most evident action is direct pigmentation, that is, the maturation process of the melanin. Melanin is activated when the melanocytes migrate into individual cells to form a physical umbrella over the cell's nucleus, thus creating a tan. Melanin is a natural polymer pigment. It gives color to tissues, hair, and the retina. Tanning is the skin's defense against excessive exposure to UV rays. A tanned skin is a skin that is naturally defending itself. Each person has different features, such as complexion, color of the eyes and hair, or freckles. By combining these elements, 6 phototypes have been identified, each of which reacts in a different way to the UV rays, and therefore needs different doses, exposure times, protection factors, and session frequency. The sport iridosolariums adjust to the set phototype, so as to guarantee the correct exposure to the UV rays. To tan well and without any risk of damage to the skin, it's important not to exceed the threshold of erythema. Warning! Erythema is not a tan. It is a reaction to excessive UVB rays. A sensible tan has many beneficial effects and low risks. UV rays also produce vitamin D, which is indispensable for bone calcification, disinfecting the skin, and having a positive psychological effect in terms of moods. This is why the sport iridosolariums carefully proportion the amount of rays to exploit only the positive aspect. Moderate and controlled exposure to the sun also makes the sun a friend. That is Sport Irido's indoor sun.